So this video, I realized I didn't read all the questions. So this video is people of the 13 colonies, and I'm just reading you the questions that you have to answer with the reading. So I read the first few, but I'm going to start from the beginning and just read them all because for whatever reason I forgot to read some. Okay, so the first question, why did people in England seek religious freedom in the New World? Find it in the highlighted parts and type your complete answer in the box. Next question. What colony did the Pilgrims and Puritans establish? Check your highlighted parts, find the answer, and type it in complete sentences in the box below. The third question, did the Puritans allow religious freedom in their Massachusetts Bay Colony? Did the Puritans allow religious freedom in their Massachusetts Bay Colony? So find that in this passage and type your answer. Moving on to slide 3 in those questions. Why were most of the southern colonies established? Why were most of the southern colonies established? Go back and definitely check your highlighted parts and type your answer in that box below, complete sentences. The next question, what is a cash crop? What is a cash crop? So you want to, again, go back and check those highlighted parts, especially in that first paragraph there, and type your answer in the box below. This next question is actually something we talked about before that went along with one of our wonder stories. So you might actually already know the answer to this. But it is, why did the southern colonies have a larger population of African slaves than the northern and middle colonies? Why did the southern colonies have a larger population of African slaves than the northern and middle colonies? Remember, keep in mind what did they use the African slaves for? And go back in, check your highlighted parts, and then write a complete sentence. Slide 4. Why did the king want Oglethorpe to establish Georgia? Why did the king want Oglethorpe to establish Georgia? Recheck that first paragraph there, the highlighted parts, and then type your answer. The next question is, let's see. What is an indentured servant? The question is, what is an indentured servant? Go check your highlighted parts and type your answer. And the last question is in regards to indentured servants, because we know indentured servants agreed to have their trip to the New World paid for, and in exchange they had to work for them for 4 to 7 years, and life wasn't tough. They were treated badly. They were punished for many different reasons. They basically had to give up their freedom for 4 to 7 years. But in return, once the contract ended, if they survived, they get 25 acres of land, a year's worth of corn, weapons, and new clothes. So I want you to think about, if you think, so that's not necessarily a right or wrong answer, what do you think? And then give me a reason why. But what do you think? Do you think it was a good deal? Do you think that was a good deal? Why or why not? So if you do think it was a good deal, tell me why in complete sentences. And if you don't think it's a good deal, tell me why in complete sentences. There's no necessarily right or wrong answer for that. I'm really going to be looking at, if you say yes, why was it? explain your answer. And if you say no, why was it? Explain your answer. Okay. And then the last part is just labeling the maps, which I explained on the last video. But just to reiterate, you just click on the names of the colonies and you drag them to where they belong. Use your resources. You can use what you had last week as a guide. You can use the video that I attached this assignment as a guide as well. That has a really good breakdown of all the colonies. So use your resources. Be as independent as you can. Finding the colonies, and I've given you everything you need to be able to do this. I promise. So use the things that I gave you, that you worked with, and you find where all the colonies belong. And then once you do, you drag them and drop them where they belong. All right, good luck.